Hey guys, I'm Ricky Rich Sunday here. Sorry about how that last video ended. It just stopped recording for some reason. I don't understand. But I guess I lost a little bit, but we'll continue on from right here. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it seem like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Well, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big a deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out the book that I thought you might enjoy. Hold on. Not being bleh. Yeah, I'm that guy who has this like TV in the background. Okay. It's a short read, so it keeps your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she'll think I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! Hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelf. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. It didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Ken. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume out of the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in a colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Whoa! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me to the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Oh, that's me saying it. And don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the old volumes every now and then. Not really. Not really? Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series? Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they obsess over a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters, and besides, it's still entertaining, but later on there's all kinds of drama, like when they get to the backstories and when some romance starts to happen. It's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Gives me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, actually pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Don't you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever do anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anybody that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? She's so freaking cute! Oh, picture. Okay, that's gonna be the picture for me. We read for a few more minutes. It's freaking cute. Look at that face. Oh, we read. Okay, I finished a couple chapters. At this point, are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Should you share your manga with your friends? Do you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. I just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I like manga. I do. I like manga, anime, video games, and I'm 25, so fuck all y'all. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. It was probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Perhaps Monica. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. We're gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. She puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to your usually bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling of when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little bit to myself. Okay, everyone. Are y'all ready for today's poems? Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ah! Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess time to stop here for now. Oh, I guess it's time to stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Don't you want to know what... Ah, yeah, but Monica just said. Don't be dumb. Take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow. We could start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you by tomorrow. I only get partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in chase for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Probably that one. Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. What am I going to do? What am I going to see? Oh man, what if they don't like it? What if they think I'm weird? What if they don't understand what's going on? Because I really don't understand, but I really don't want to mess this up because I really like these. There's 4 pretty girls. There's 4 of them. There's really is 4. There's Yuri, Natsuki, Monica, and, well, I mean, Sayori is just, meh. But, you know, it's just, I can't. Okay, no. Get back together. Get back together. It's okay. It's great. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. I'm going to understand this. It's going to be great. Everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's like, whoa, Kendrick, that was so amazing. You did a really good job. And I'm going to be like, it was really nothing. You know, it's just something I threw together. And this is... Well, then everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulled out their poems. So on a wrinkle sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same for myself. Let's go to Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with hers first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poems. Never mind. I don't feel like giving my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I actually like that. It really is a good poem. Saying that all these amazing animals, like monkeys climbing, they have excellent climbing ability, crickets can leap pretty far, horses can race really fast, owls are good hunters, cheetahs can run super quick, eagles have the ability to fly, but people, we're only able to try. You know, we try our best each and every day, and you know, sometimes people don't look at us, and you know, sometimes they say, well, we're trying it, we're not doing good enough, or stuff like that. Well, if you actually are trying, you're doing the best you can. And if people are looking at you saying, well, you're not trying hard enough, and if all that stuff, and just, you know, it's something that you just gotta realize to yourself and do the best that you can. You know, if there's something you can't do, but you put all your effort into it and tried harder, you just gotta give it your best effort. Just because you can't do something doesn't mean you have to stop trying. You know? Yeah. Yeah. What? I'm busy. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that you put more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. But it helps bring out the feel in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. I love how my mom comes in and just, like, ruins it. We'll go Sayori next. Sayori, this is a good poem, Kendrick. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why I'm impressed. Why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you would write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just kind of reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Kendrick, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, it's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full practice of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my part of a way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yep. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I'm still trying my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. Next time, I won't forget, I'm gonna write the best poems ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Let's go to Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. We're finished reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess that after I might be reading.
So it's that bad.
No! Just, did I raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that most notable thing I recognize in writers is that you try to make their stylish very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Holy shit.
Of course, it's not something that you can be blamed for. There are also many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased sometimes, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read
your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily at a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Oh, I'm bad at cursive. Is it tendrils? Oh, I'm so bad at cursive.
Of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight.
I feel bad because I can't.
To have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future, I bathe. Flames breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Okay.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? No, it's actually good. I just can't read cursive. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief. Also, I like the poem.
Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short?
I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Kendrick.
Really? So I totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences from their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seems to be left with nothing. That's a lot more than solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And finally, Monica.
Hi, Kendrick. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course,
I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Kendrick. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem.
I like it, Kendrick.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read any of the Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago. Seems for telling all sorts of stories, few and simple words. Poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad.
Oh, even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is that kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert.
The fuck?
Sorry. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So, I can see why it would be kind of your poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love seeing you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Do you want my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
So I'm pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. Your noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll ever know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a fume out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. Hole of infinite choices. I realize that now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Damn. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of the poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's tip of the day. Sometimes when you writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress.
That's actually kind of smart.
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's actually kind of smart.
Phew, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. So everyone is judging for my the abilities, even though they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are pretty happily chatting. My eyes land on Nuri and Natsuki, gently chains of piece of paper, and they're sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. For frustration, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Distantly returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I
guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Wasn't looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kendrick did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kendrick liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to protect a new member, Yuri. It's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kendrick appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how did he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out my way to make everything overly cutesy. Oh my god. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as Kendrick started showing up. Natsuki, that doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls and they noticed I was standing there. Kendrick? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She got over herself. I learned to appreciate the simple writing is more effective than I wouldn't have to. Oh, God. Maybe I should jump out. Help me explain this to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many. Oh, my God. Well, shit. How did I get dragged? It's not like, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Eyes closed. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain and attempt to back myself up. Feeling in few words can be as impressive as well. It really lets the music take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was the one. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder, Sayori nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly, with a face like I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean anything she said. Don't feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like I need you to apologize for me, Kendrick. Jeez. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Glances around the room. When everyone stopped staring at me. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki had a harder time with it than she bloated. Sayori and Monica looked away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Now we're past that. Everyone just read each other's poem. I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Kendrick. Yeah. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got a little too used to. And so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Not at all. Not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the Literary Club. The most important thing is having fun! Haha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in literature probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing your poem? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say about the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can do a little better job. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Kendrick, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent as much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Ugh. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? In between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kendrick, it's nice that I spend time with you in this club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day's going to be so much fun. Ugh, looks like Sayori still hasn't changed. Still hasn't caught into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, another poem. Actually, I'm going to save it here. Boop. And I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Ricky Rich98, telling you guys to stay freaky, my friends. Till the next episode, bye-bye.